Hey, it's Bridget. I am going to try to do a vlog video. I say try because I have not been in the spirit or the mood to do a video for a while. And so I'm trying to just make myself do it so that I can just do it. Just do it. I'm looking for my, oh, there it is, my microphone. I grabbed a scarf because I didn't know if it'd be cold in here or not. It is kind of chilly in here. This is the greenhouse room. This stuff up here is this illumination shield. It helps keep the sun from not being so bright on plants. There are some plants in front of me. You can't really see necessarily, but let's see if I can do this here. Oh, and I put this like makeshift kind of screen up, and it's kind of this yellow, and so it makes me look green. So let me just take it down here. Just a minute. Yeah, I don't really need it because it's not super sunny. One of the downsides of having your office in a greenhouse, besides the fact that when it rains, it's loud in here, is that it can be too sunny, especially with the reflection here. I'm gonna plug this in, hopefully this will work. And is that gonna work? Let's try this here. Yeah, like I said, it was a little chilly, just a minute. A little chilly. It's not too bad in here, but I thought it would be cold, and I didn't want to have my hoodie all the way up, so let's see if this works. Yeah, there you go. Hey, hi. Oh, I feel better already just getting in here and kind of trying to connect. Energy, I've been doing a lot of my own work, my self-work, and also there's a lot of things going on current events-wise. This is the middle of January 2021 as I'm recording this, and it's going to go on my Fairy Grasshopper vlogging channel. And usually today's the day that I do a podcast on Sundays, Sunday morning coffee with Bridget, and I just couldn't do it today. Too much going on in our house too, so not only external current events, internal house current events, not fun stuff. I have animals, 4 dogs, you know. Also have a guinea pig, but not really mine though. That's my daughter's, but it's still here. I have to take care of it while she's away at school. And those 4 dogs have been dealing with some kind of a virus or something. They've been passing it around to each other, and it's very messy. We're just going to say that in a disgusting way. Gross, yuck. And so my husband and I have been doing shifts. He usually does the night shift, and he's been sleeping in the living room so that we can keep the dogs in the kitchen so it's easier to clean up. I mean, it's really just been nasty, literally for 17 days. Because there's 4 of them, so it's kind of circled around through all of them, and now we're on the biggest dog, our lab, who's our oldest dog, 14. She has a hard time like already on the snow and stuff because it's uneven and a little icy out there, and her legs aren't so great, especially her back legs. She's got a really hard time with them, and so it's been really a challenge. So that's a little bit of a real life check-in. And I'm tired. Like, I'm really exhausted from being up early. So I get up earlier, and then I try to take over for my husband so he can go take a nap, like, and actually sleep like in the bed for like 4 hours, like this morning, or 5 hours or whatever, get caught up on his sleep, because it's not fair for him to be up all night and me just to sleep. And yet I'm still hearing the dogs and listening, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So that on top of my own self-work has been a lot. But I'm healthy, relatively speaking, aside from being very, very tired. I am healthy. My family's healthy. And I'm just thinking right now, I did not bring water down. I should have brought water so I could have, I constantly drink water, and I don't have that. That keeps you healthy, you know? So that's what's up here with me. I'm looking around. I have some cards in front of me. I have word rocks in front of me I could use to inspire us, and I'm just not even sure. But we need more positive inputs. We need more inspiring energy coming in. So best that we do that. Let's grab this deck from Denise Linn. It's a very simple deck, the Soul Coaching deck. All it has is simple words, simple colors and images, which is always a good thing, right? Simplicity, we need that. Let's get back to the simple things, right? So let's grab some cards. Let's do a card for everybody. Are you ready for one? Yeah, you could probably use it. I know I could use them, but I've been doing them. I've been working actually with my guide this year is Goddess Isis, and working with the sacred energies of Divine Feminine. I've worked with Divine Feminine for years, but now very personally with Goddess Isis one-on-one with the shadow and the light, and doing some extensive deep clearing for myself and some mega old patterns for me, and around parenting, around relationships, around some of you may not know, but my older 3 kids I have with my ex-husband, and then my youngest I have with my husband. And so there's a whole bunch of dynamics there that are going on and that happen. You know, if you're divorced and you co-parent, it's challenging over time. And unfortunately with this dynamic situation, money is a factor. Here's a good one. Used for control, which often it is, right? Money is power, or it can be used as a tool of power or even a weapon. And so thus the reason why many people are afraid of abundance, me included. I have some holdbacks on being able to actually fully receive and being really successful with money. There we go, is another one. As I've branched out now into my own work as an entrepreneur, my own business work, which you can find at abovelifechannel.com. And you also can see on Bridgette Inspired on Facebook as well. And since I left the formal corporate world where I was making great money, 10 plus years ago, making good money, good benefits, but working for somebody else all the time and working like a crazy, too many hours, not home for my kids, all that kind of stuff. And I walked away from that. And I'm still kind of trying to come to terms with allowing my business as an entrepreneur to actually support me, to market myself, to allow myself to receive money, to say, hey, when I'm doing a live stream, do super chat on YouTube, or hey, you can contribute. I do get some donations from people that just like the work I do, find benefit in the work that I do for free, and they do support me. They'll send me a PayPal, and some people give me, like I just got $30 the other day, which was great. And some people will give like 5 or 10 or whatever, any amount's fine. And other people support by actually purchasing things that I offer when I'm doing a small group, when I'm doing a class, or they do in-person, or not in-person, one-on-one sessions with me too. So, but I'm only one person, so I'm limited to my one-on-one sessions. Like, that's not the smart place to build my work, my business. If it's going to be a business and actually sustain me, I need to, it's been too long to just, I got to quit playing around. Yeah. This year is one of those times that like our Isis is in strong for me, working with me, saying, okay, we got to cut some of the patterns with the abundance piece, with the limitation around this perception of what my spiritual business can provide and can't provide for me, and how working in my old relationship with my ex-spouse, and then also with my kids, and being a parent in a different way, allowing them more sovereignty, autonomy, and independence as they get older, because they're all, high schoolers and a college kid. And so really reframing some of these relationships that I've had, and then working with the piece of money wounding that I have. So there's a lot of stuff, see? There's a lot going on. But I am sure that you are no different than I am. You have similar issues or stressors or challenges. You might be unemployed right now. You might be changing jobs. You might be moving. You might have just moved into a new house and then lost your job. You might be worried about the virus stuff. You might be dealing with a situation where you have a child that has transitioned from like elementary school into middle school, or into high school for the first time. And this is a strange way to transition into high school this year. And It could be so many things. Somebody could have got diagnosed with breast cancer. Somebody could have, these are real life examples from people that I know and clients that I know, okay? Or you could be a landlord and own property and have tenants that have moved out, or tenants that aren't paying rent, and all of a sudden now you're in your mortgage. And now what are you going to do because nobody's protecting you, and that kind of a thing. So there's a lot going on with a lot of people, and I get it. So we're not that different. We got stuff going on. Everybody's got stuff going on. And so some tools that we can use are like journaling or processing externally. Like I tell people, talk out loud. I know it feels weird if you're going to do it and you have family around and stuff, do it in the bathroom. Turn on some music and then talk to yourself. Talk to your guides, your spirit guides, your healing helpers. Ask for assistance from your cosmic spiritual team so that you can, number one, realize that you're not alone. And number two, give some kind of space or room to all these things you're thinking and feeling and processing. You got to get them out of you sometimes. And screaming just doesn't do it. Sometimes dancing or exercising can do that. For me, yoga really brings me in body embodiment and helps me be grounded. But to release stuff, it has to be more rigorous, like a really brisk walk, or getting kind of sweaty, like whether it's lifting weights or dancing or exercising, or a deep cleansing bath, like a really hot bath where you just feel like it's almost so hot you could barely stand to be in it, with salt. I love that. It's like, oh, perfect. And then if it's like cold, like it is here, it's cooler, crack the window open and then kind of steam happens with that cold air and the bath water. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. And there's so many ways that we can clear, and there's so many ways that we can come embodied and ground. And so we need to do both. You need to clear. It's realistic. And your thoughts don't need to make sense if you're journaling. That's another great way, right? Is to write things down, but it's not to figure things out or fix it or find the answer. I'm not talking about problem solving. I'm talking about the spiritual connection to energy that helps you process, to release, to just get it out of the body. Talk to yourself. I'm telling you, it works fabulously. Luckily, I have you to talk to. So yeah, this works for me, which I try not to do a lot of kind of rambly like I'm doing right now when I come on and I'm like, okay, I haven't done a video for like 5 days, and that's unusual for me. And I'm like, I've been working my tail feathers off, implementing scheduling software and packaging some of the word of the month that I'm offering now that you can purchase. And then I'm working on my intuitive woman offering that I'm going to be sharing here soon in the next week or so. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into that in the background. And so I need to manage that, and package it and all that. And so I've been doing that. So I've been working. It's not like I have just been like not present, but I've not been here just having conversation with you. And so on the weekend here, this Sunday that I'm recording this, I have had a lot of time to process, a lot of time to do my own work, a lot of time to notice patterns, a lot of time to work with Isis and connect. And also I've been working with Sekhmet and Bast, or Bastet, who are also Egyptian god-goddess aspects. And so helping me in that shadowing area, which is not a fun place to be, but it's 2021. Perfect opportunity. You got to really go where the opportunities show up. And there is a lot of opportunity right now. And unfortunately, the opportunity is presenting itself sometimes by separations, divorces, job loss, a move, whether it's forced or by choice. There's a lot of opportunities that are coming up because things are opening up, unfortunately, because they're being torn apart or separated. And that's tough. That separation process sucks. So I'm trying to be proactive and collaborative with that energy that's there right now, that coming apart energy. And instead of seeing it as, oh my gosh, the world is ending, oh, everything's chaotic, see it as, okay, this is a tearing open part. What's inside? There's got to be a goodie inside. There's got to be some good stuff in here. Where's the good meat, Like in the inside of the chocolate-covered cherry, thinking of Godiva from Christmas. If you saw those vlogs I did, remember for Vlogmas, like the whole month of, half the month of December, I did tons of vlogs with the Godiva, my advent calendar. I add my chocolates. So that would be so good right now. Oh. Okay, back in present moment. But it's like inside is the chocolate covered cherry, right? So otherwise it's just this hollow chocolate thing with nothing inside. Like, so when things are coming apart or opening up, there's something good inside. What's that goodness? Find the good inside. The good inside, we are the good inside. Inside. It's not outside. Nobody else is going to tell you. It's inside. So it's a process you got to show up for. And it's not pleasant, but it's present. Okay, it's not pleasant, but it's present. So you ready for the cards? Okay. I hope the sound is good. I could be recording this whole thing and the sound could suck. I don't know. It's kind of the way things are right now. I'm just rolling with it, you guys. I'm just rolling with it. Again, so this is the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Linn. Very simple, easy to use deck. Here's the first card we've got, and this is perfect. Joy. Look at that energy of the heart space. Whew, really being present for yourself. Oh my gosh, I am so far from joy right now, but this is inspiring to me. Like, this is hopeful. This is opportunity. There are opportunities for joy. There are, like with animals or pets. Like when my animals are healthy again, I'm going to be very joyful, super joyful, because they're also going to be themselves, you know. They're going to kind of have their own personalities again, you know. It says, joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. Now, things are pretty wild right now. Wild, unpredictable, untamed. And with that wild unpredictability, the untamed energy, there's also freedom that comes with that. There's also this releasing. There's also this expansion that comes from that. And so you get a better view of things and you can see more clearly, you know. All right, so I see the heart. I'm really drawn to the blue because I'm really connected to blue energy, the very mystic energy right now. The blue, the third eye energy, I'm very, very connected to blue. So it feels like there's a bit of water here. Also a bit of like dreams and desires. That's kind of what this swish here. Do you think it's going in or coming out? What do you think? For you, is it coming in? Are you receiving? Or are you exhaling and releasing? It's your choice. You can release or you can receive. You can do both. This is an inhale or an exhale, and it's a tiny little point. Look at that, it's just a little point. What if this was wide open and releasing and wide open to receive? Let's focus on that. But we're gonna take what we can get right now, right? Because this is how I feel, a little pinpoint today. Oh my goodness. And so too, for you, there are many layers of messages in here that could be connected with you. You might be an empath and feeling a lot externally right now. The fact that the heart is red is saying, hey, you're grounded, embody, center yourself in your heart. Oh, this is good, you guys. These are like perfect together, perfect. So the second card is flow. Look at that. The water, didn't I just say water with that blue energy? Look at that. And it's also a flow of energy. Look at this. Oh, I love this. And I see the clouds too, which is air element, which kind of looks like what this is, the dreams and wishes piece here. This is how I'm interpreting dreams and wishes. For you, it might be a release. So it might not be that. It says, the glory of the universe flows through me. So it flows through. So nothing has to stick to you. You don't have to hold on tightly to old patterns, old behaviors, old ways of doing things. Just let it flow. Let things flow. If things are going to go, great. If they're going to stay, great. If they're going to come in, great. Receive it, integrate it, and then let go. Don't hang on. Right now is not the time to carry excess baggage. Imagine that you're going on an airplane ride to someplace fabulous and they're charging $1,000 for each piece of luggage you bring, including your purse. No wonder why it's so cheap to fly right now, you're thinking right now. But seriously, let's be exaggerating. Let's exaggerate that, because what is the value of hanging on to stuff? Really? What is it? Just taking up space? What is it? You are afraid you're going to forget, so you need that sentimental reminder? There's so many reminders. They're in your heart, right? The memories are in your heart. Nobody can take those away. People that have fires and lose like family heirlooms, pictures, all sorts of special sentimental things, they still have memories of those experiences, of those Christmases, etc., right? Okay, so these two, very, very similar. Look at that. This is all about that flow. Input, output. We need positive inputs. Joy, flow, joy, flow, joy, flow. Whew, and this blue is the throat chakra, also communication channel. That purple is that divine crown chakra energy and information. So we've got a lot of chakras activated, the throat chakra, the crown chakra, and the heart chakra as well. Also third eye, I'm going to say with this blue. See, the blues are a different color here. So that's more of a third eye. This is more of a throat chakra. All right, there you go. Now this is just a start, just a beginning. So it's up to you to take this information, make it into your own so that it makes sense for you, because that's the most important thing with intuition. That's the most important thing, is working with it for yourself. Like, you are the creator, you are the artist, you are the interpreter. So all that really matters is how it matters to you. So apply it to your life. So, hey, thanks so much for listening today. You're such a good friend, letting me kind of blah, 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 and tell you all about the dogs and all about the house and all about the stuff and blah, blah, blah. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. All right. Thanks so much for being here on Fairy Grasshopper. The purpose is always in the work that I do in this public forum is to inspire your spirit. It really is to inspire your spirit in some way, shape, or form. See, I'm a normal human person, even though I'm psychic. Yeah, whatever. I can chat with, dead people, angels, guides, whatever. It doesn't make me different. It's just another level of communication. It doesn't make me immune to the human challenges, to spiritual development and awakening and processing, specifically working with the shadow, like in this 2021. This is an opportunity. And so it's not easy. There are challenges for me as well. And I want to be really upfront with you and open with you about that. But it doesn't mean I can't show up for you. It doesn't mean I all of a sudden can't show up as a mom. All of a sudden I just have to check out and go live on a mountain somewhere. That's not how it works. Nobody has that kind of Most people do not have that kind of luxury to just step away and work on themselves and come back when they're done. You're not a cake. Put it in the oven, turn on the timer, ding, I'm done, I'm ready. That's not how it works, right? So I hope today that I've inspired your spirit in a realistic way, right? With this spiritual info and insight. All right, go ahead and share in the comments below what you got from these two cards here today, so that I can see how things are, how you're connecting with things as well. I look forward to connecting with you on Bridgette Inspired on Facebook, Bridgette Inspired on Instagram as well. Thanks for being here.